So, good evening, everybody. Welcome to another Learn English with Football live show on Teachers Danek YouTube channel with me, Teachers Danek, and also Leontes. Hi. Hi,
Hi.
Leontes.
Hello.
How are things?
Good. Good to be back on the show after the international break. Lots of
Yeah,
Premier League this weekend.
good to have you back for sure. So, as you mentioned yourself, a lot happened. First of all, we should not forget to show people your YouTube channel. So this is your YouTube channel, Mr. Henriquez.
Yeah.
Henriquez is your surname, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So obviously you're Dutch. So is this do students in the Netherlands have to address their teachers with their surname, or is this why you created a channel with this name?
Yeah. So there are schools where you can address teachers with their first name, but in general, we do last names. Yeah. And
Okay.
that's how it started because I wanted to do my YouTube channel just in case we go back online.
Yeah.
And that's why I thought, well, let's just use that as a name. But I am thinking of experimenting a bit with my YouTube channel name, maybe change it into
Okay.
something with English or with teacher. But I don't know. I don't know. Yeah.
Whatever works for you. But I'm glad that I convinced you to call yourself Leontes here on
Yeah.
this channel. It feels friendlier. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just the way I do things here. So thank you for that. Obviously, just to remind everybody, you are a Manchester United fan,
Yeah.
and this show is predominantly about the Premier League. We may occasionally touch upon other leagues, or in this case, we might talk a little bit about the World Cup draw, but this is mainly about the Premier League. And that's why I like to invite fans of different teams. So you are a Man U fan. I support Arsenal and a little bit West Ham as well. I'm a lost case. I'm a complicated case. And then we've got some other regulars that come on the show. Some of them couldn't make it today, and one of them might join us halfway through.
Yeah.
Okay. I probably shouldn't have said it because now I have jinxed it.
Yeah.
Which is a nice expression. I have jinxed it. When you say you have jinxed it, how would we explain this, Leontes? It means like you say something and then the opposite will happen, or you
Yeah.
just
It brings bad luck. So it
yeah,
brings
bad luck.
to you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. A very strange verb that has X in it.
Yeah. Where's it from? Where's jinx?
I don't know. We should study the etymology, I guess. Might be interesting to find out, but it's quite a useful phrase for sure. Have you ever jinxed anything regarding Manchester United, Leontes?
Well, there was this thing where always when my girlfriend came over and they were playing, they would lose. So at some point I said, well, maybe you can come over tomorrow when United is not playing. But then they lost, even though she didn't come past.
Yeah.
See, she didn't stay over. So
Oh my god.
I might have jinxed that as well.
Better not get involved girlfriends in football.
Yeah, yeah. And then I even had this idea that if I were to wear my United jersey, they also lost. So then I stopped wearing my United jersey. So,
I see.
but that didn't work either. So
I see. So we are talking, ladies and gentlemen, about superstitions.
yeah.
Superstitions. I'm gonna misspell it. You know what? Just give me 1 second. I'll quickly check it in Google because I don't want to give you some false information here. Should be like this, okay? Superstition. We're talking about superstitions, yeah. So things that people believe in, but often they are not based on facts or science. It's just some weird things, like people think that if number 13 is an unlucky number, some managers wear certain clothes in order to keep winning games and things like that, or they have talismans and weird stuff. So we are talking about superstitions. Are you superstitious, Leontes?
No, I'm not. I do have, my Latin American roots, so that means that we don't do particular things. My mother has this thing where she says, never point towards a cemetery. And for some reason, I also believe that you shouldn't point to a cemetery. that you should wash your hands after you come home from a cemetery.
Okay.
Um, what else?
Especially during COVID, I
Yeah,
think.
especially during COVID. Yeah. What else? I don't know actually. Uh, yeah, don't know. No, those things basically. I think those are the only things I took over from my parents.
Okay. All right. Well, I think there's a lot of football fans and managers tend to be quite superstitious, which
Yeah.
is the adjective, superstitious. Should probably give you one example of a manager who is like that, but I can't think of anyone off the top of my head. I misspelled it.
Well, you know what I
Oh,
find interesting is
yeah,
how they all pray to either God or Allah. And then
yeah,
I wonder, if you have Paul Pogba, who's a Muslim and who prays to Allah before he
yeah,
goes on the game, and then you have, for example, Fred, who
yeah.
is probably Catholic, who prays to God. But then in the
Mhm.
in the opposing team, you also have people who pray to God or Allah. Who is the
Yeah.
God going to choose to win, right? Because they're both praying to God or Allah. So who's going to win? And it doesn't really
You
work,
are
I think.
you are on thin ice. You are on a dangerous ground.
Yeah.
Leontes. To be honest, I don't even know if this qualifies as superstitions. This is religion, I don't know,
Yeah,
man.
that's religion. Yeah.
I know
But
what you
maybe
mean. It's
maybe
for
it
me.
becomes
It's
superstition
mm,
if they don't do it, and then they're afraid that because they didn't pray, they might lose. Then it becomes a superstition.
I agree. I agree. It's difficult to find it's there's a fine line. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely, absolutely.
Do you think
Okay,
Ronaldo believes that if he doesn't have his what do you call those things? I know the Dutch word, the shin protectors.
shin
If
pads, shin
Yeah, the shin
pads.
pads. If he doesn't have his shin
Yeah.
pads with his face on it, that he will lose the game. Do you think? Could be.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I think when it comes to Ronaldo, he has. Why did I leave it there for like only half a second? What's wrong with me? Okay, shin pads. Yeah, yeah, it could be one of those.
Yeah.
When it comes to Ronaldo specifically, I think it's also about routines. Like I think one of the reasons he's so good and he's fit at such, let's say, advanced age, advanced football age, is the fact that he is very disciplined. Yeah,
Yeah.
look at the food he eats. Like when he rejoined United, how he told everybody in the canteen what they shouldn't eat and what they
Yeah.
should
Yeah.
eat.
Yeah.
The Coca-Cola
Incident. Yeah.
incident during the Euros. So I think it's also about routines, and sometimes I would say routines are also close to superstitions, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. I think so. And I think if you get too stuck on routines, you might believe that if you don't do something a particular way, you might lose as well, or you might lose something. Yeah. Could be.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very. I'm actually glad you mentioned religion. It's a philosophical debate. This I didn't mean
Yeah.
it to be like that. We'll soon get to football, guys. Don't worry. But it's true. I mean, why do people even believe in God? Or why has religion survived for so long? I think it's because people need to believe in something. People need faith. Faith is like very powerful. The spirituality and faith and belief, either when it's in yourself or in something else, higher power, it sort of gives you more like energy.
Yeah.
I'm an atheist, but I understand why people believe. Yeah, I respect it because I think these people, it can really make the people stronger. But you're also right that, like, for me it's like I don't get it sometimes, but at the same time it makes sense. Yeah, it's faith, and it's like these are routines. These are sometimes it's like it has meditative kind of features, right? It's like meditation, like when
Yeah.
people pray for a long time, so they can take a deep breath, which is sometimes a lot of people don't do enough in in
Yeah.
nowadays busy lives, right? So yeah,
Yeah. Maybe. Yeah. And I like the fact that some people are really religious when it comes to football, that they have to pray before each match, that they do the cross thing when they enter the field.
yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. The kissing of the, I don't know what they have actually, but why they do that? That might be a Catholic thing. I don't know. I'm Protestant, so I don't know about those things.
Yeah.
I did
Okay.
look up the etymology of jinx before
Mm.
we. Yeah, I went into our library's dictionary. We have the Oxford English Dictionary at the
Yeah.
university, and it actually appears in 1693. as a charm or a spell. So this might be, so it's from Latin,
Okay.
jinx, and Greek.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's 1662 as well. Some sort of spiritual intelligences or something, an
Okay.
ancient philosophy.
Yeah.
So that's where
Oh.
it's from.
Sounds like something like a curse, right? Like
Yeah, yeah,
similar meaning. Okay. Max, who's watching us live, says Ronaldo is football Schwarzenegger,
yeah,
as in he doesn't get old. Like it doesn't matter how old he is, he's still really good. Like so,
yeah.
just as Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yeah. I think you misspelled Schwarzenegger. I think it's S-A. Is it S-C-H? I think so. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, never mind. It's not. This is not. Schwarzenegger is he's Austrian, isn't he?
Yeah.
I think he's Austrian. Yeah, so it's a German. It's kind of German origin name, I think. Yeah. Okay. Let's get cracking. Let's dive into the heroes of the week. Here we go. I always have to find this stupid. Oh, sorry, no, not yet. First, matches we have seen. So
Yeah, I've
you
actually
go
only
first.
seen Man United. So
Okay.
very
Okay.
busy weekend, but I sat down to watch Manchester United. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Personally, I saw the Watford Liverpool game, the whole game, because I missed the Premier League, so that was the first week. That was the first game of the weekend of the round. That was interesting. And then after that, I thought I would watch the Chelsea game. Then I just changed my mind. What a mistake that was.
Yeah.
And then I saw the second half of Manchester United Leicester City game as well. And on Sunday I saw the whole West Ham Everton game, and then the second half of Tottenham Newcastle game as well,
Wow. So
which was
you've watched literally a lot of Premier League.
yes, but sometimes it's just the second half, which is it's fine.
Yeah.
It's sometimes it's enough, and the second half is usually the one that is more exciting than the first half. Yeah, because you get the final result and so on. Okay, you guys can tell us in comments. I say you guys, there are not that many people live here today, but it might change. Who knows? If you're watching us live, tell us if there are any matches you have seen, and we are going to proceed to the match week hero. So, Leontes,
I'm going to say that my match week hero is going to be Fred. Again, I think it's the second time I chose Fred. Yeah.
he scored the equalizer. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. In the Man
for
United game. I
United.
think again, Fred is a very interesting player. He's developed really well. Um, I think I'm going to be a bit on edge here, but I'm going to say that he might be a better midfielder for United than Pogba is. Don't know. Others might
Mm-hmm.
disagree, but I think he's a better midfielder than Pogba is at this point.
Is he the same kind of midfielder, or do you think they have different roles on the pitch?
I think Pogba might have a different role. I think he's more like the attacking midfielder type. I've seen
Mm.
him play. I've seen him play for France, and
Yeah.
he does that excellently. But for some reason, he isn't able to play very well for United. And I've one of the commentators at the Dutch channel that I watched the Premier League at
Yeah.
said that Pogba has criticized Man United because he feels that um, he knows what his role is in France in his
Yeah.
French team. He has a very good relationship with Deschamps, but he doesn't know what his role is at Man United. And then the
Mm-hmm.
commentator said, "Well, nobody knows what his role is at Man United."
Yeah.
So so I can imagine that for Ranić, it is difficult to put Pogba in such a place, where actually Bruno Fernandes also wants to play. So
Mm.
difficult.
I I don't know what to say. I'm in two minds about Pogba personally. Yeah. So I like his footballing skills. Like he has such an amazing range of skills: the passing, the long range shooting, the ability to just hold the head high and just see everything. Yeah, it's amazing. But then I think he's struggling when it comes to like personal traits.
Yeah.
Like even I think Mourinho was the first one to point this out. He
Yeah.
said something about him during his tenure at United, didn't he? He said that he's not a team player.
No, he's a
Uh,
virus. Yeah.
Pogba. He said
Yeah.
he was
Yeah.
a
I
virus.
think he
Yeah.
said Pogba is a virus. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. That sounds very harsh,
Yeah.
but what he meant was that he is a little bit toxic. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
I think it's to do with with his ego. You have sometimes players in the team. We don't have to go too far in the current United team. There, I think Ronaldo might be like that now as well. Players that are a little bit toxic. There, that they have their own individual ambitions are more important for them than the team.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
And I think that's where Fred and Fernandez really distinguish themselves because you can see that they don't play for themselves. And I think even
yeah,
Cavani can be one of those who doesn't play for himself. He really plays for the team.
yeah, not selfish.
No.
Yeah, cares about the team. Those are the best players. Yeah, sometimes maybe they are the what we call unsung heroes.
Yeah.
Unsung heroes, because often when you play for the team, let's give an example of N'Golo Kante or someone like that. You won't be noticed as much because you will be passing the ball more. You won't, I guess, you won't appear in those hero moments as much as other players would. But that could also mean that you don't take on the responsibility sometimes. I don't know. It's hard to say sometimes because
Yeah.
Ronaldo may appear a little bit toxic. He's waving his arms when things go wrong. When he substituted, his body language is just negative. And when United don't win a match, God forbid, doesn't happen that often, does it? Leontes these days that they wouldn't win. He
No
is
active
upset.
memory.
He's angry, upset, and it shows. That's not positive. But at the same time, that you could turn it around and say this is the winner mentality. Yeah? Sometimes people say this is the mentality a winner has to have. They must never be happy when their team loses, and they always have to keep fighting. And if you are happy with drawing or losing, then there's something wrong with you. Yeah. So I think probably the truth is somewhere in the middle, as always.
Yeah. But I think Ronaldo is not one of those. I think Ronaldo is one of those toxic players that really is out to create a toxic environment. I think he has the winner mentality.
Yeah.
Why blame him? He came from United where he won everything. He came from Real Madrid where he won everything there's to win. And then, he had an okayish spell at Juventus, but then he
Yeah.
comes into Man United where he's not able to find his spot. I think I think Pogba is one of those players. Pogba has been accused of being lazy, and he was under Solskjaer a bit lazy. I
Hmm.
think he was a bit lazy at some points.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, but it could be just sometimes like when things go wrong for you and like you are, I think it's difficult to take for these
yeah,
high earners. Like Pogba is one of the best paid players in the world,
yeah.
right. It's really difficult. The ego can't take it. Yeah, you're one
No,
of the highest earners at the club. You're supposed to be the biggest star, and you're not even played. You're not even starting games, and or you are substituted early, or you don't come on as a substitute at all, and it's really difficult for you to take it, so you become a little bit, what's the word I'm looking for, you
toxic.
sulk, no, you
Uh,
sulk,
yeah,
this word sulk, you sulk, like a child would, yeah, if they don't get a toy or something.
yeah.
you know you sulk, you just take things personally, and you're not humble enough, basically, yeah.
No,
And I think hmm see, like, I understand it in a way. I
Yeah.
understand it, but at the same time, it doesn't really help the team, does it?
No. No.
You know,
What do you think of Solskjaer? What do you think of Ranić's
you
choice to
you
put?
you, you miss him, don't you?
Yeah, sometimes I do. Sometimes I do. But
I'm sure you do. I'm sure
yeah,
you do.
but then again, I definitely do believe that Ranić is a better tactical manager. However, what do you think of his choice of putting Bruno Fernandes um, as a forward instead of
Oh,
Ronaldo or Rashford?
okay. So was he like number 10? Like,
I think even number 7.
really?
Yeah, which was interesting.
I don't know. Like Bruno Fernandes is an excellent player. He has been on form for Portugal. I think he
Yeah,
scored both goals uh, last week when Portugal qualified, winning that match over um,
Macedonia, I think.
North Macedonia. Yeah,
Yeah,
beating North
Macedonia.
Macedonia. I think Bruno Fernandes has been on fire as of late. So
Yeah,
why not? You know, like
yeah,
he's trying to do something. Like it's tough. It's tough for Ragnik. Let's be honest.
yeah, yeah,
Like the team is not working. It's not functioning. It's like it's similar as with similar problems are at Everton, right? Frank Lampard. When you sometimes a new manager when a new manager comes, they are able to shake things up, and there's a expression a new broom sweeps clean, right? But sometimes no matter who you bring, like it's there's too much deadwood. If there's too much deadwood, yeah, deadwood are just players that shouldn't be there, deadwood. And you just have to get rid of the players until and then you have to rebuild the team,
yeah, yeah,
because it just doesn't work no matter who you bring. So it might be the
yeah.
case at United now. I don't know.
Yeah,
Hmm,
I wonder who's what the new manager is going to do. I would have actually liked to see Ranić for a full season.
hmm,
So I wouldn't be surprised if they're going to say we're going to give Ranić an extra season,
yeah.
and really have him do technical stuff and make tactical changes and shake up the team. He doesn't like Rashford, which is yeah, don't know, but Rashford hasn't been quite as a good player as he was. Sancho has really picked up his game, has done some
Yeah.
excellent things. Same for Diego Dalot. And yeah, so who knows?
How do you spell Sancho?
Sancho.
CHO.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm writing this phrase because I really liked it. Sancho has picked up his game.
Yeah.
So the phrasal verb. I'm gonna have to write this again, unfortunately, because I wrote picked up him game. Sorry, guys, I'm lazy today. Sancho has really picked up his game, not him. All right, that's a typo. Um, I really like the phrasal verb to pick up. Yeah, to pick up, which has tons of meanings. Tons of meanings. At least 10 different meanings. Yeah. And one of them is to improve. Yeah. So to pick
Yep.
up your game, to start playing better. Okay.
Yep.
You could also talk about the weather. You can say, oh, the weather has picked up,
Oh, not
meaning
here, that's for sure.
not here either. It's quite the opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So United, yeah. So you drew. We can deal with this game now since we are talking about it already. So you drew against Leicester
That's
City,
yeah.
who have also been whose game has also picked up in the recent matches, I would say.
Okay. Yeah. I knew they were
Yeah,
out of form for quite some time, actually.
yeah, they
Yeah.
were underperforming for a long time. I think a different manager, if had Leicester not have Brendan Rodgers, they would have fired their manager.
Yeah.
Of course, because like I think they're more ambitious than this, but because Brendan Rodgers has done so much for the club, I mean, it's only fair that they there can be bumps in the road, as we say, right?
Yeah.
Hiccups, and it doesn't. It happens to the best of us, or to the best teams in the league as well.
Yeah.
So
Not Manchester City though. I was hoping
mm,
Manchester City would lose something and Liverpool would win. But then again, I don't like Liverpool either. So ah, it's like choosing between Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton, right?
the lesser evil. Who's the
Yeah.
lesser evil?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I see. I see. So your hero of the week is Fred.
Yeah.
My hero of the week is Aaron Cresswell. I love the game. I love the goal he scored in the West Ham United Everton game uh, to put his team 1-0 up. It was a brilliant free kick. It was Gareth Bale level.
Oh yeah.
That free kick that Gareth Bale scored in the week, that for Wales, that brilliant free kick in the Wales Austria international qualifier.
No. I
That
haven't.
incredible goal. It was like the perfect free kick
Oh yeah.
Bale scored. This was almost that. Uh, Brilliant goal, exceptional goal for West Ham. And I don't think West Ham scored that many goals from free kick. I can't remember a goal from free kick. It's
So
always like
what's West Ham's play like now? Even
well,
though
well,
what are they now? Fifth, sixth? No, not sixth.
what do you mean? What do you mean?
So they were playing quite well.
Yeah,
Sorry, and now they won. Oh, they're sixth. Okay, yeah.
yeah, they're sixth. Oh, place
They're-
you mean? Oh, yeah, yeah. They're sixth, I think.
And their game
Yeah.
is also picked up.
Um, I think they are struggling with the squad depth, and because they're fighting on a lot of fronts. Yeah, so they're still in the Europa League. They're doing quite well there. They actually beat not Valencia, the other one, Sevilla. They beat
Oh, yeah.
Sevilla,
Okay.
who were the favorites for winning the whole competition, and they beat them. Now they're going to play Lyon this week. So they just don't have enough players. Some of their players got injured as well. Now Gareth Bowen scored the winner, but he was injured before this game for a few matches, and it's just they don't have enough players in the squad. They need more. David Moyes doesn't trust the substitutes, so
Hmm.
he doesn't rotate the team enough. That means the players are tired. Some of them look really tired, and because they have a lot of internationals, like for example, Tomáš Souček, Declan Rice, and Antonio plays for Jamaica. And these players have so many games under their belt that it's inevitable that at some point either they will get injured, or they will just simply, their form will drop because of lack of fitness. They won't be
Yeah.
as sharp as they could be if they if they were able to play fewer matches. It's just
Yeah.
inevitable. Whereas at teams like City, Liverpool, or even United, you have enough squad depth in order
Yeah.
to rotate the team a bit. That's West Ham's problem. Yeah, they have been relatively consistent. They had their bad spell of form, of course, but they have been relatively consistent, and David Moyes has been doing a fantastic job there.
Yeah,
But
they're
I
above
think,
United now.
you know what? I wanted to talk to you about this. It looks like Spurs and Arsenal and Chelsea, it's going to be between these teams to fight for the top four. I'm sorry to say that. It doesn't look like United anymore. It doesn't look like West Ham anymore either. And it definitely doesn't look like Wolves. So
Nope.
it looks like United, West Ham, and Wolves will be fighting for top six, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Yeah.
And out of all these teams, West Ham fans, when sometimes I watch West Ham fans YouTube channels, they only really mention Manchester United as being the only club they think they can really get past. Like, okay, and Wolves. out of all these teams. Like everyone else seems to be on form. Like look at Spurs.
Yeah, Spurs really picked up their game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
incredible. Yeah.
Then
And
again,
yeah.
I don't think it's that bad that we're not going any Euro. You're not doing any European things next season. I think it's good for the new manager. You know, if you can focus on the Premier League, build a squad, and then we'll look at Europe later on.
This is what fans always say. Like you're looking for the silver lining. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
Yeah. Okay. We
Because
we didn't
the
win
pressure
anything, but there are some
yeah,
positives, of course.
yeah, yeah. I mean, the pressure of Champions League. That's. I mean, I didn't like the Champions League game
Mm.
United played against Let's Go. I think we're not supposed to say this, but I kind of understand why they threw things at the coach. We're not supposed to say this, so this
Ooh.
is not.
We
Have you
don't
seen
approve.
that?
We don't condone violence, ladies
We
and
don't
gentlemen. On
condone
this,
violence. No, no, no.
no, not on this show.
No, but no, but honestly, I do believe
Uh,
that they were playing foul play, Atletico Madrid. But hey, it's the way it is. But I do think it's good that we're not going anywhere near Europe next season. Because look at Arsenal. Arsenal has been playing quite well this season, and they
mm,
deserve their Champions League ticket. Definitely, we don't deserve a Champions League ticket. You guys do deserve
no,
a Champions League
no.
ticket.
Unless there is a collapse. Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's be honest. Out of those two teams, Spurs, Arsenal, Spurs are more likely to Spurs it up.
yeah,
There's even a phrasal verb that is used for messing it up. It's
yeah.
Spurs it up.
Spurs are going to be
It's
Spurs.
Spursy, yeah. No, like to be honest, they have been playing really well, Spurs, Tottenham, and it will be a fierce battle between Chelsea, Tottenham, and Arsenal because Chelsea are dropping off.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, they lost against Brentford. I'm hoping we will get Marvin here to tell us about that game.
Oh, wow.
He might join us later. We will see if he makes it. But
Oh, and
this is the
Christian
big
Eriksen scored his first Premier League goal again. Oh, that's very
Christian
exciting.
Eriksen. Oh my god! Like it's amazing. His story. You couldn't write it better, could you?
No, no.
He scored for his national team against the
Yeah,
Netherlands as well, didn't
yeah,
he? Against your
yeah,
team.
yeah. I think everybody applauded his goal.
And
Yeah.
it's not like some sort of these goals that he scores. By the way, they are not some random goals or lucky
No,
goals.
no.
They are well worked goals. That
Yeah,
goal that he scored, the winner, it was a winner. It was the winning goal against Chelsea. It was a brilliant goal. It was a team goal as well.
yeah.
What a great goal that was.
Nice. Good stuff. Yeah, I know. I know that. They told after the Holland versus Denmark game, they said, well, it could be worse. It could have been someone else. So we're happy that Eriksen has picked up his form again. We're using pickup a lot. I'm using pickup a lot. Um, and I know that. Do you know Daley Blind? Do you know he played for United as well? He
Mm,
also has a heart condition.
okay.
So they had some kind of short rendezvous on pitch after the game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
interesting.
like this is an amazing story. I think everybody wishes him like all the best, and
Yeah,
everybody's cheers for him now. Let's be honest,
yeah,
and
yeah,
it's only fair, you know. It's an incredible story how he managed to like come back after this.
yeah,
It shows like great resilience and like how far you can go as a human being if you just put your mind to it, and you should never give up, and you should always keep going and fight until the last, what battle.
yeah,
You know what I mean? So it's amazing. Yeah, Christian Eriksen, a winning goal against Chelsea, absolutely fantastic. Check out the highlights of the game, ladies and gentlemen. You won't be disappointed unless you are a Chelsea fan, of course. If you are a Chelsea fan, you don't want to see this again. 4-1, Brentford. What a result! What
yeah.
a result! And they were and that was after Chelsea scored their first goal as the first goal of the game as well. They were
Okay.
1-0 up. What a goal that was! Rudiger, goal of his life. Like that was amazing. A long range effort off the post, brilliant goal, incredible goal. But overshadowed by a brilliant Brentford performance, a brilliant team performance.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah. Good stuff.
yeah. So we have got a question from Max. Chelsea is spelled with EA. Max. Chelsea are playing against Real. Do they have a chance to win? They are
Hmm.
Chelsea, you know. Their manager, they have a great manager. They have fantastic players. Their form is dropping off, but I don't think this means that they are out of it. Chelsea, they're still they can easily still secure top four. They just need to start winning again. Um, they are in a comfortable position in the third place. And when it comes to the Champions League, you never know. You know, anything can happen there. And they have a great team. So I mean, it could happen. What do you think, Max? Leontes.
Um, well, I know that Real has been playing quite good as well. They've been playing excellent games. But then again, Chelsea also are tactically extremely well positioned. And I think Tuchel has done an amazing job. So who knows what happens? Yeah,
Yeah.
I kind of like Real Madrid for some reason. I like the team. I like the history, but yeah, I think I like them more than I like Chelsea.
That I agree with you on. Okay. Right. Let's talk about our villains of the week now.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll let you
Yeah.
start.
I think I'm going to say Scott McTominay, not Harry Maguire for once. Who I think you're going to talk about Harry Maguire, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Then I'm not
And
going to say
it's to
anything
do
about.
with my hero. It's to do with my villain of the week, but it's not Harry.
Okay.
Harry
Yeah.
is not the villain. Yeah.
Yeah. So I haven't seen any of the other matches, but I think if I look at my own United match, I think McTominay deserved a red card for that tackle.
Mm,
I think that was nasty, very nasty.
mm.
That's why he would be my villain of the week.
Okay. My villain of the week is it's not just one person. It's the football fans who booed Harry Maguire. It may be hypocritical of me saying that because we have been making fun of Harry Maguire on
As the
this
running
show
joke, yeah.
as a running joke quite consistently, thanks to Leontes, and I went with it too. Let's be honest, because he has been that poor and he's overpaid and he's not in a good form at all.
Mhm.
However, if the manager chooses you to play for the national team, why would you, as a football fan, boo your own player? Why would you boo your own player like that?
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense to me at all, and I think it's just going too far. It's beyond the line, or whatever expression you use. It's just it shouldn't be happening.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I think it was nasty. I know that some United fans actually booed him during the United game. So that's also
No, it's
I
the
think
same thing.
I
You
think
can
it's
criticize him. You can
yeah.
criticize him. Yeah, that's fine. You can make fun of him, but when like on the pitch, like it's like this is a bit different to me. Yeah? It's like he needs your support, right? If you are a United fan, he needs to see that you believe him, that you trust him, that at least you give him the benefit of the doubt. How does the booing help the team? Like
Yeah, especially a
I don't
national
know.
team. I can imagine if
Yeah.
you're a United fan and you're United, you
Uh,
pay for to go there. You can say, okay,
uh,
fine, it's your team, but the
yeah.
national team is everybody's team. So why would you boo someone
Do
who's
you know what? I think if you should boo anyone, it's the manager. Like if you
yeah
should boo Ranik for picking him, then if you think
yeah
he's that bad, because now he's being booed for. He's not being booed for one mistake, or he's not being booed for. He's being booed for his bad form.
yeah
Like half a year of bad form, let's
yeah
say, a long period of time. Yeah. So he was picked by the manager. He was, again, we use the verb pick, but he was chosen by the manager, selected by the manager, because he has been playing really well for the national team for the past
Yeah.
few years, and this is true. He has contributed to fantastic results, great success at the Euros, before that at the World Cup in Russia. So I understand why Gareth Southgate trusts him
Yeah.
and why he keeps picking him. I also understand the fans that say he shouldn't be picked, but a
That's a
solution to this
United
is
issue.
definitely the solution is not to boo him on the
No.
page, because that
No.
doesn't give him any
No.
confidence, or that doesn't help him in any way. It doesn't help the entire team, to be honest with you. And I think a lot of his teammates spoke out after the game
Yeah.
on backed him up. You know,
Yeah. But then again, I still believe he shouldn't be in the United, starting 11. But
that's
I
fair
don't
enough.
think.
You are a
I don't.
United fan. You can have
Yeah.
your opinion. Yeah,
Yeah. I don't think he should
yeah,
be our captain. I definitely don't think. I think Solskjaer should have made Ronaldo captain. You
yeah.
know, and I
How
think,
how do you go back on this though? Like, that's the toughest thing. How do you do this? You know.
yeah, I don't know what happened either with how he even became captain in the first place. What happened there? I mean, I know that Pogba was captain under Mourinho, and then
Hmm.
who was captain then?
You know, that's the debate. Like, should it be someone who is one of the best players, who shows it on the pitch? And sometimes you have players who talk a lot in the changing room, and who have different qualities that you might not see at first glance. It could be some, like, let's call them intangibles, and they are equally as important. We don't see him in the training sessions.
No,
We don't know how he communicates with his teammates. You know, he might be there for every single player. Um, yeah, but it was probably not the best choice for you, was it?
no, no.
No.
No, I would have definitely liked to see. I think Juan Mata is also. He would have been an excellent um, captain. I'm looking for a list of captains, but I can't find it. But I think Juan Mata would have been an excellent
Well,
captain as well.
for me, like, I'm an outsider, or what you might call it. Like, I don't support United, but I would pick David De Gea.
Oh yeah,
Like, I would pick David De Gea. Why not?
yeah.
You know?
I think Edwin van der Sar was also a captain, right? Don't know, don't remember. Don't know for sure. Yeah,
Yeah. The Dutch goalkeeper, I remember
yeah.
him. Yeah. He
Who's
used to be
now
very,
the manager at Ajax? Yeah,
very, very good
yeah,
goalkeeper. Yeah. Okay, so my villain of the week, I've just said it, right? All
yeah,
the fans that booed Maguire in that game. It was a game against. It was a friendly game as well. You know, come
yeah,
on, a
yeah.
friendly game against Ivory Coast. You really didn't have to, guys.
No,
Whoever it
no.
was, we can criticize him, we can make fun of him, but I don't know. Like, this is going too little bit too far for me.
Yeah, yeah,
You see, and I do understand why, for example, Zuma, uh, Kurt Zuma is booed for that cat incident. Yeah, when he
yeah, yeah,
the video that leaked of him kicking a cat, and then not human, animal right activists were onto him, and he got a lot of stick in
yeah.
the media. Obviously, he got a lot of stick in the media. I'm just gonna write this down. It's a good phrase. So we are talking about Kurt Zuma, the French player playing for West Ham United. He got a lot of stick in the media because he had kicked a cat, and his, I think it was his cousin, made a video about it.
Yeah.
So he is constantly booed by the opposition fans. I don't see a problem with that. He deserves it. You know,
Yeah.
he should know better, and he will probably be booed for a long time. It looks
Yeah.
like he's not really phased by it at all. It's like water off a duck's back. Nothing. He's playing so well. It's incredible. Zuma is one of the best players at West Ham this season, and this does nothing to him.
No.
But I hate booing when it comes to, like, I can't stand when it's racism. That's something I can't stand. Like, it shouldn't be in football.
I do understand, if you're Atletico Madrid and, Real Madrid is visiting, or, Man United is visiting, and you have Ronaldo, that's just rivalry. That's fine.
Rivalry, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
rivalry is okay. In a derby, like you say Tottenham. If you are an Arsenal fan, you say Tottenham's are
Something. Yeah.
the C word. But
Oh,
that's fine. That's part of football. That's okay. But don't mix racism with it. Like,
no.
don't do that. It's just, we are better than this.
Yeah.
We should be better than this. We should be better than this. I can't stand racism in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah. I found the list
Okay.
of
Yeah.
captains to round off. So I said Maguire, and before Maguire we had Ashley Young, which I think was a
Mm.
good captain. Yeah, he was a good player. Antonio Valencia, definitely a very important player.
How old
Um,
was Ashley Young?
it was in 2019, 2020. So he's now, how old is he now? Wikipedia, help us out here. He's
Uh,
36, so minus
he's the,
4,
oh,
32.
he wasn't very young. Like, you should.
No. And then, of course, Michael Carrick, Wayne
Terrible
Rooney.
joke. Don't.
Oh,
Okay.
oh God.
It didn't. It stopped working the second you started looking for his age online. The second you started
Sorry.
googling it, I was like, every single second, nobody gets this. We're losing this joke. Yeah. Okay, it didn't work. It's fine.
Yeah, now we need the song that was on TikTok.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know you were on TikTok. I have joined TikTok, ladies and gentlemen. I have 5 followers already.
Yeah,
I
you know,
joined
I want
TikTok
to do so
last
many
week.
things.
Sorry?
I want to do so many things. I have the Instagram thing and TikTok and YouTube. I just forgot about TikTok. I just send TikTok to my friends and they send me TikTok. So I forgot about being the teacher on TikTok.
Yeah, I mean, it's the future. So that's why I created a TikTok profile, but it's really hard to get followers for me,
Yeah.
because everybody, I think I'm too old for everyone, basically.
Yeah,
It's like
or I have
everyone
this
seems so young
thing,
there.
yeah, that people, you're either very funny or you're very attractive. So there's kind of no in between. You're either very
What
funny
are you implying? I'm
or
funny.
that
I'm
we're not.
attractive. I'm just not young.
Oh
That's
yeah,
all.
okay.
I'm funny. I'm
Because
attractive.
yeah, because the algorithm, how the algorithm
I
works. You're
know.
either
I
very
know what
funny
you
and
mean.
then people get lots of funny
Not
videos.
only that, though, I also noticed there are some very. I know we shouldn't say this because the beauty is in the eye of the beholder. There are some very weird looking people too. Some
Yeah.
absolute weirdos who have a large following, but they have a large following for being weirdos. So they are like
Yeah.
clowns, I think.
And people
It-
send each other those
yeah,
videos. Look at this, look at this. That's how those algorithms work.
exactly.
Yeah.
So you have to be either super attractive or super ugly,
Funny
or like
or super ugly. Yeah.
or the opposite of that,
Yeah.
or super weird or something. But if you are normal, if you are like nothing special, you're not gonna make it there.
Maybe you
Uh,
should do shorts of your classes in which you dress up. Maybe
Now,
that
what
might.
I'm gonna Hmm.
Yeah.
what I'm gonna do is, how I do my Instagram reels sometimes, because you follow me on Instagram, ladies and gentlemen. I have Instagram. So does Leontes. You can add us. So my Instagram is called Teachers Denek. Yours is Mr. Henriquez, I
Yeah.
assume.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those reels are short clips, and that's exactly like they're very handy for TikTok as well. They're suitable for that platform too. So I want to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. So I basically post. I want to post those reels on TikTok as well. Yeah, that's the idea. Because I'm not gonna make separate videos for just TikTok if I have just 5 followers there. It's just,
Yeah.
it's yeah. You guys can follow me on TikTok, whatever the name is,
Weird.
TikTok. If
Do you
you
know Vine? Do you remember Vine?
what's that?
You don't know Vine? Vine was Vine was kind of the TikTok of my generation, if you like. It's
I have
kind of
no
it
idea.
was
No idea.
same as TikTok, but then with 6-second videos. And you
Oh
had
yeah.
yeah,
Vime. Yeah.
yeah. So that was
Yeah.
extremely funny. And honestly, I do believe that Vine, is superior over TikTok. Yeah.
Huh.
I think
So
TikTok
what?
is way too much, television stuff, and which is funny as well. But people on Vine were actually creative, and then it dropped as
Hmm.
soon as Twitter bought it.
I don't know, man. I don't know. All right, we're running out of time because we have been rambling on this show as always, which is good. I think that's a sign of a good conversation. Usually, I
Yep.
would like to think so. So I'm just gonna go through my notes here, yeah, and you tell me if this is something that interests you, and we can um, touch upon it. So Manchester United, yeah, we have handled that. West
Yeah.
Ham fans say that they are the only ones they can get past. I've discussed that. Chelsea dropped all points. Yeah, yeah. Brentford, we spoke about Christian Eriksen. Wolves won. West Ham won. Yeah, 2-1.
Yeah.
Both teams. Arsenal are playing tonight. Their game starts in 5 minutes, actually,
Oh yeah.
against Crystal Palace. So against Patrick Vieira's team. Patrick Vieira has done an incredible job at Palace. Um, Patrick Vieira, an ex-Arsenal player, of course. Um, Spurs destroyed, absolutely smashed Newcastle United 5-1.
Wow.
Son and Harry Kane. Harry Kane didn't score a goal, but he was one of the best players on the pitch. Like his passing range, it's incredible. He's unstoppable right now, Harry Kane. Yeah, he is the X factor for sure. Title challenge. Honestly, Liverpool they won their game against was it Watford? I think yes, 2-0, and then so they were for about 2 hours they were top of the league.
Yeah.
But then Manchester City won their game as well, also 2-0 against Burnley. So now it's I think it's City in the lead again.
Yeah. The City Liverpool game is going to be the decider.
Next week, right?
Yeah.
Next week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they're
Yeah.
seeing each other again in the FA Cup semifinals.
Yeah. 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 That's right.
Imagine if United would have won the Champions League game, it would have been Manchester City, Manchester United in the Champions League. That would have been interesting.
Yeah.
Good for the environment.
We could happen. Who knows? Okay. West Ham United beat yesterday. They beat Everton.
Everton.
Everton are yeah, they are so bad these days. West Ham, I think it was an average performance from them. Nothing special, nothing to write home about. And had it not been for that brilliant Cresswell's free kick and Gareth Bowen's contribution, because he was the player that was fouled and then he scored the winning goal. He came back after injury, didn't even play the full game, and yet he managed to make such a massive impact on the game. Antonio looked good, but I think some players were really tired. Like Tomáš Souček looked tired. Even Declan Rice didn't look at his best. I'm not sure if they managed to like fight on all those fronts, but of course I support them. And then there's obviously we have got the relegation battle. The teams that are at the bottom of the league, most of them drew their matches. Burnley lost. Norwich drew. I can't remember. Yeah, I think there were a lot of draws there. Southampton is not there. Leeds drew as well. Obviously, Everton lost.
Do you think Everton is going down? Everton is going back to the League One?
There's a good chance of that. Yeah.
Yeah. Doesn't
There's
look
a good
so
chance
good,
of
though.
that happening, but it's not over yet. Definitely not. No.
But if Watford wins a game and Everton loses both of them, could be interesting. Burnley
but
also has 2 games to spare.
It's Burnley, Norwich, Watford.
Yeah.
Are the bottom 3 teams now, right?
Yeah.
And then you have
Imagine.
got Everton, Leeds. Who else is there?
Newcastle, 15.
No, Newcastle. I think they're out of the woods. I think they're out of the danger zone because Newcastle have been playing really, really well.
Yeah.
So I don't think Newcastle are there anymore.
They did lose their 3 consecutive games, though.
Newcastle? Are you sure about this? Uh,
Yeah.
that would surprise me, honestly. Let me check that.
Tottenham, Everton, Chelsea. Yeah, and then they
Okay.
won Southampton. Southampton.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you're right. But they are still, listen, they are currently 9 points clear of the relegation zone.
Yeah, yeah,
That's enough. That's
yeah.
enough. So is Leeds, actually. So is Leeds. They are 8 points clear. It looks like it's between Everton, Watford, Burnley, and Norwich.
Interesting. Hmm.
And yeah, the advantage Everton and Burnley have is that they have 2 games in hand. Yeah, but sometimes this is misleading because you still have to win these games, right?
Yeah,
But
Arsenal.
it yeah, it looks like Norwich are gonna go down and Watford are gonna go down. So I think it will be between Everton and Watford. That's my personal opinion. Yeah. Okay. Then there were some problems with the football fans I wanted to talk about. We mentioned the Maguire incident. Also, what happened to Mohamed Salah, the lasers? That was crazy, right? In that qualifier, Senegal,
Oh yeah, 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 yeah,
Senegal, Egypt. I couldn't believe it. Like there were like 10 lasers pointing at him
yeah,
when there was a penalty shootout, and he missed the penalty. That was like,
yeah.
uh,
Yeah, that's a disgrace for the game, definitely.
I don't know how this is happening. And then one more thing I would like to mention is what happened in the game in Iran.
Okay.
Yeah, in the
Yeah.
Iran qualifier, they I don't know who they played against, but they won their game and they qualified to the World Cup, Iran. But there was also an incident. Basically, they didn't let 2,000 women in the stadium because they're
Wow.
women.
Ah,
So for me, this is a problem too. It's a human rights problem, and it's a clash with their obviously religious beliefs and things like that. And tough topic
yeah.
to discuss, but for me, this shouldn't be happening. I like
No,
why
no. It's 2022, guys. Come on.
like you should know better in Iran,
Yeah.
guys. I'm sorry, but it's what I think. And
Also the
yeah,
case with have you read about Qatar telling people not to show up with the rainbow flag
yeah,
during the World Cup
same.
because they're going to take them away to protect the audience? Hmm.
Yeah, obviously,
So I, I
obviously,
I agreed with Louis van Gaal, who told our Dutch national coach, who said, "Well, it's he said belachelijk, which is kind of a disgrace that
belachelijk,
belachelijk, yeah,
belachelijk.
yeah, yeah, it's very Dutch sound.
I love the word.
Um, that FIFA is organizing the World Cup in Qatar to support football and stuff. So that makes no sense. So I agreed with Louis van Gaal there.
Yeah, no, this Qatar championship, a lot of questions over
Yeah,
this, right? A lot of questions raised. Uh, yeah. Okay, and then there's obviously like let's end this show on this note of talking about the World Cup draw. So I want to ask: the Czech Republic unfortunately lost against Sweden. Zlatan Ibrahimovic didn't even play, or we
oh,
lost that game, so we are out. But the Netherlands had qualified. So are you happy with the draw? Who did you get?
we have Senegal, Qatar, and
You have Qatar.
Ecuador. Yeah,
Come on, that's an easy game, right?
yeah, that's good. Yeah, yeah,
Well, you never know because maybe the air conditioning won't be working in that game.
yeah, 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 yeah. No, I think this is going to be easy. We're starting with against Senegal on the 21st of November. Then we're playing Ecuador on the 25th of November, which is weird, right? We're playing World Cup in November. What's this? And then we end with Qatar on the 29th of November.
So it's in November because that's winter in Qatar, which
Yeah.
is the coldest coldest period, and it's still very hot. And they had to install air conditioning
Yeah.
systems in the
Yeah.
stadiums.
Yeah, those
But
very. Did you see the pictures of those air
yeah,
conditioning? Yeah,
looks like, I don't know, like science fiction movie or
yeah,
something.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh well.
yeah. England have an interesting group for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have got the USA, uh, Iran, and one of the teams from Wales, Scotland, or Ukraine, because there are still games to be played there in
Oh
that
yeah.
qualifier.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So who are you
so that
supporting?
uh,
Are you one of
you know
those
what,
"It's
like,
coming home"
of
people?
of course I'm disappointed that my team didn't make it, but on the other hand, if I keep doing these shows, it will be better in that I will be less biased and more objective, and
Yeah. Are we
I'll
going
be
to do
able.
World Cup specials as well?
We should,
In
right?
orange,
It might
orange
be
underwear, orange.
it might be very exciting, actually. Yeah, I hope
Yeah.
so. I hope so.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, yeah. Who do I support? Should probably support England, right?
Yeah. Or
I guess
France.
I support England. Yeah, I guess I do. I don't know. I kind of now, like, I never thought I would say this, but I kind of now support Poland as well, because of what's
Oh yeah.
happening, like, because we are kind of now with Poland, we are in the same boat when it comes to the war in Ukraine, and I think our countries got closer because of this, actually. So I feel I also think, if this is the only way Robert Lewandowski can win the Ballon d'Or, if he wins the World Cup. It's the
Yeah.
only way they give it to him.
Yeah.
Otherwise it's gonna be Messi again. So yeah, why not?
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna support Poland and England
Okay.
in the World Cup. Plus, obviously the underdogs, because I always like the underdog story. So
Mexico.
nah, they're not the underdogs.
Oh,
Come
they're not
on.
hot dogs.
No,
Qatar. You're not doing
no,
Qatar.
Canada.
Canada. Oh yeah.
Canada
Yeah.
would be a fantastic story, yeah, if they do well.
Yeah.
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 And let's be honest, the African teams too. Like, it's always fun.
Yeah.
It's the unpredictability factor as well, because you never know with them. But yeah,
Yeah.
good. There are gonna be
Serbia.
some great teams there.
Yeah.
Serbia, yeah, why not? Might do well as well. Yeah,
I think Qatar, Saudi Arabia, and those countries. I think those two are not going to be very successful. I think.
I
And I think.
agree. But they are okay. But they're kind of home environment, right? Qatar
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
are
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
host. Saudi Arabia close. They're gonna be massive amount of fans,
Yeah.
right? Massive number of fans in the stadiums. And also the conditions, the weather conditions. I know there will be air conditioning and whatnot, but still, it's an advantage. Let's be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you know what happened when there was the World Cup in Japan and South Korea? Remember that? Like how well these
Yeah.
two teams did. Oh,
Okay.
you were very young back then.
Yeah. That's
You're
very.
much younger generation than me.
Yeah.
I think it was in 2002 or something like that.
I was 7.
Okay. Yeah. So basically, those teams did really well there.
Okay.
So when it's your home ground, sometimes
They're
things.
familiar with the weather, of course. So that's definitely an advantage that they have that we don't have because we never have sun. So what is the sun? So
Yeah,
yeah.
it will definitely be interesting. Yeah, interesting World Cup, despite
Yeah.
all the questions we might have as
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
or issues. All right. I guess that's where we will leave it. I'm going to watch the Crystal Palace Arsenal game. Let me quickly check if something has happened in that game already. No, still 0-0. So thank you very much, guys, for watching the show. Thanks, Max. Max is already gone.
Yeah. Thanks,
He's already
Max.
watching the game. Yeah, thanks for that. For your maximum support, maximum level of support. And thanks everyone for watching. Give us a thumbs up. It's gonna help the show. Where is the camera? Here. Give us a thumbs up and share the show with your friends. And yeah, next week we will be here again.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Take care.
Bye bye,
Bye,
everybody.
Leontes. Bye bye.
Bye, Zenek.
Bye. Thanks.